What a rivalry. Nearly 140 years worth, and the next chapter is about to be written. Joe Root wins the toss, decides to bat. It is a courageous decision. There is grass on this Gabba wicket. We're set to go.
Let's get it on, Gilly. Let's get it on, Gilly.
Oh, bowled in, first ball! The in-swinger from Stark. Immediate breakthrough. The roar grows up. Australia can't believe the start they've got away to. And it's all happening at the Gabba.
Well, there you go. England win the toss. They bat first. Leg stump rattle. Couldn't be any better for the Aussies.
I tell you what, they look like a half volley at leg stump that he missed. Bowled him.
Well, was that the
Look
stump?
at this.
That's the first thing, mate.
I don't think there's any swing,
early.
is there? Look, there's no swing.
Yeah, swings back late, I think.
What?
It just swings back. He just fell over. Rory Burns, unfortunately, he'd like to start all over again, but he can't.
Blokes turns around at the top of his run. He's coming in. Doesn't seem to be bothering Warner, but let's see what happens here. He's in. Oh, nice shot. He's waiting. He's going to get a single there. Warner cutting out there to cover. It is picked up. Here come Waltz. Waltz is coming. No, don't sing it.
Don't sing it,
No,
mate.
don't
This
sing
is not a Broadway show.
Boggs comes in, following the Bancroft. Oh, that ties him up. It's a little high, I think. There's a very, very enthusiastic appeal for the leg before, not given.
Any danger of telling anyone that the ball hit him on the pad?
Oh.
This, you know what this is? Oh, that's a little. That's
No, mate, everyone's watching the way we watch. They're on telly, but they've turned off the sound and they're listening to us. Look, it's way high.
If the plot's a little thin, just go song and dance.
You know you're stuffed up when 15 people behind you are completely pissing themselves laughing halfway through when you think you're doing a good job. Then Bancroft, he's back in defence, plays it out to mid-on. Nice ball, good shot. Bancroft watchful this morning. He's on, what is he on? 6, 7?
That's better.
Better?
Better.
7.
Much better.
7.5. Bancroft very watchful with him. Let's see what happens. Bouncer. Too short. He's got a lot of time. Bancroft goes straight through the keeper. I've got to keep describing. Now, toiling hard. Comes into Bancroft. Again, watchful, plays it out the short mid-wicket.
Crikey, I can't believe that's happened.
The commentator's curse. Is it a real thing? It is time for the TikTok Big Break Great Debate. Now, I can tell you on social media, I would have had 70 messages yesterday. David Warner out, bowled Mike Hussey. That is the way the public feel. Huss, righto, Binger, you are taking the negative. Gil, you are taking the affirmative, that there is no such thing as the commentator's curse.
Yeah, no
Your
such
time starts now.
Oh, right, okay, straight in. Well, in Test match cricket, Howie,
Yes.
4,280 centuries in the history of the game.
Yep.
I also got the stats to put statisticians to look into how many times it's been mentioned when they're in the 90s,
Oh, yes.
and they've got out 42 times. So 1%. Now, that is not a curse. That's a coincidence on 42 occasions, but 4,280 times. There's no curse there. Think of the longevity of the game, the history, how many years it's been going. It's just a little coincidence occasionally.
I love you, but you've just blatantly lied to the people of Australia with those statistics.
You just picked a number out there,
You've
haven't you?
picked a number out of nowhere.
Are you going to question 4,280?
Yeah, but what
That's
about
a
the
lot
mentions?
of Test matches.
What about the
That's a
mentions?
free hit for me.
What about the mentions? All right, you're saying, Brett, that there is such thing as a commentator's curse. Your time starts now.
Well, of course there is, because we saw it happen yesterday with Mike Hussey. He stitched him up. He said, look, he can't get out. He gets to 91, gets to 94, gets out 95. So you don't tempt fate. You don't want to stay on floor number 13. You don't want to say that this plane, plane's got good two great wings, etc., etc. You don't walk underneath ladders. You don't tempt fate. So if someone's in the 90s, you just zip it up. Huss, don't say anything ever again, please, mate. Don't say a word. So.
The trophy got lost somewhere between
Probably a good thing.
Brisbane and here. I'm calling it a draw. I was going to give it to you, Gilly, but the fact you made up statistics, which is not the first time we've done that.
That's not right.
I'm putting you on the spot here. Your dream team to commentate with?
Oh,
That is a tough one.
yeah, I mean, you'd have a big commentary box, there'd be a lot. But I think my favourite, growing up, Bill Laurie was... It was the summer.
You love it, don't
footy
you?
had finished and summer is in. When you're in the backyard playing cricket, having a swim, you have the volume up on the TV and see this, got it, yes, gone. And you knew something happened. You'd run inside and say, what happened? And then the replay would come on and you'd listen to Bill doing it. And
So Bill would be in there?
working with Bill, to see him, how passionate he was about it, like even to the state that you'd be in the hotel, you'd go downstairs, you'd be waiting, and suddenly the car would get pulled up for you. You'd jump in the car, Simon O'Donnell would drive, the three Vics would be together, Simon O'Donnell, Bill Laurie, myself. You'd say, come on, don't stop, be late, come on, get in. So me and Scoob would be over there, Simon O'Donnell, come on. So we'd get in the car, we'd drive to the ground, and he'd go straight in there, he'd get straight in the seat. Morning, all, good morning. He'd sit in the seat like that. Max Kruger, the statistician there, Max, give me something. He'd sit there and say, hello, testing, 1, 2, 3. Right, how long we got? And it's like an hour to go. Right, so he'd go off, and then he'd always welcome, and he'd say his normal stuff that he'd say. But then if a wicket fall, he'd be in this, got him, yeah! He'd be out of the chair. He loved it. So I think working with him and listening to him growing up was great. I mean, Richie was, I thought he used to sum up the moment, the old pregnant.
Oh, nice shape again, and that'll be 4, the opening boundary. It's streaky. Swing again, but finds close to the middle of the bat, does Hamid, and it's a lovely punch down the ground.
To the action of the arms going all over the place is because of Jasper Grun.
Well, see, I had lots of arms flailing as I ran in, as if I was caught in a rip. But when the ball left my hand, it had the rotations of a shot put.
So the only thing that wasn't spinning...
Yeah, the only thing was the ball. I'm caught in a rip. Let it go, Skull.
So we saw Paddy Dooley's go.
Australia can produce woodchoppers. Peter Foster has been one of our greatest. David Foster.
Wasn't Peter the con man?
Yeah, no, he's the con man, yeah.
Pretty good at that as well.
I bought a tree from him.
Hasn't been delivered.
David Foster. And he was at a speaking gig and they were asking him questions and he said, I've chopped all around the world. And he said, where have you chopped, David? And he said, I've chopped the Sahara forest. And somebody said, you mean the Sahara desert? And he said, it is now.
I can't believe you got that on national TV. You were rolling that out the circuit in 1974, Skull.
Oh, that's a good delivery. That was sharp. He'll get some runs for it, David Warner, but he absolutely knew nothing about that. Seems to have injured himself as well, David Warner. That ball hit his hand on the bat.
It must be quite serious. He does not leave the field unless he has serious reason to do that.
about the lady. Tell Shane about the lady you met at home.
What happened?
Oh, yeah. When we started to have to spend at home, I'd noticed this woman sitting in my lounge room.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was in and out with Fox Cricket. And then with COVID, I started to talk to her. And she told me she was my wife. And we're getting on really well. There's a plus to COVID. I met me missus.
She told me she was my wife. Extraordinary in the BBL this morning. There was a young man by the name of Ahmed who made his debut and got a wicket for the Renegades. This man is 15 years of age. A 15-year-old is playing in the Big Bash. I'll start with you, Kerry. What were you doing at 15?
I was single, living in a single room and dreaming of Raquel Welch.
Well,
She was big in the 60s.
you're right, King.
She married a Baldock guy called Carlo Ponce.
Right, so you thought at that stage.
I was in the frame at 15.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
Mike Cannon-Brooks. The top 20 dad jokes, easy for me to say, for 2022 have been revealed. I've got one for you, Ish. Guess who I bumped into on my way to get my glasses fixed? Everybody. Go.
Straight away, Maxi into the gap on the offside over the short cover. This is what Maxwell does.
Oh, yes! What a delivery that is! A beauty!
Oh, that's tough to play. That's real tough to play. That's fast, in-swinging, and from a man who's, well, his best part of 6'5", 6'6". What a good review by England. Oh, there's a good shot there. Bit of width, and Smith says thank you. Going out there to play shots.
Yeah. It's for you today. Oh, yes! What a delivery that is! A beauty!
Oh, that's tough to play. That's real tough to play. That's fast, in-swinging, and from a man who's, well, his best part of 6'5", 6'6". Back foot. And he can play all the shots. Look at that. Look at the timing in that. Superb.
It really is phenomenal. The time that he's got to play these. We've seen a front foot drive.
Overton's been excellent. He's bang on the right length, but look what Steve Smith can even do on good length balls. It's awesome. He's been walking across, defending, swaying, ducking, whipping, now driving. Allowing. Overton to bowl straight, but don't get too straight and don't get too full, because that massive gap in cover has got Steve Smith written all over it.
This is the thing about having a leg side dominant field. You cannot afford to be outside off stump.
Here's Broad again. And there goes Broad again. He is just being dispatched at the moment. Broad needs to find the line. He needs to find the length.
Or 4. He's so strong. He's strong everywhere, really. But I often talk about his grip. With that grip, that ball there is right in his wheelhouse. Balance. And again, that's a little bit more unorthodox. Same result, though.
He must be very frustrating to bowl to, Steve Smith.
Oh, lovely placement. Really worked that into the gap, did Steve Smith. A lovely shot to bring up his 50.
The catches are all in front of Steve Smith. Looks like they've given up trying to find him in slips. And he's made them pay.
Bowl.
Different plans.
Slashing cut shot. He's back foot driven at times. He's front foot driven, of course. And now the cut's in evidence. It's wide. Average length, but even worse line. Outside off, and it's 4.
Wherever he wants it. Placement perfection, absolutely perfection. The way that he's played all day, the way that he started, and the way that he continues.
From the stumps. There. But look, he's just too good. Gee, that's good timing. Bowl. That's through. Going to be hard to track down. That's 4. Smith goes to 98.
Excellent shot. Just the placement. Remember, there's 5 fielders to the right of screen. They're bowling straight at the stumps. Mark Taylor. Come on, Steve Smith.
You're not comparing your batting to Smith, surely. There you go. There it is. Look at that. No problem whatsoever. No mucking around. Test match.
Sphere today.
Oh, yes. What a delivery that is. A-B-O-T.
Oh, that's tough to play. That's real tough to play. That's fast, in-swinging, and from a man who's, well, his best part of 6'5", 6'6".
Oh, what a shot to meet that full delivery. That is classy stuff from Virat Kohli early on. His first runs, and it's lovely on drive. nicely worked away. That's timed beautifully. And he'll pick up 4 for it, will Virat Kohli. Stump. Nicely driven. And he makes it look so very easy. Nicely worked away again. This is a man full of pure class.
He's just over 2. Right, now that's something you won't see Pujara play too often. Kohli's happy to do it. He's always searching for the scoring opportunity. It's a good shot.
Nice.
Shot. Oh, in the middle of an excellent spell from Hazelwood. Here's a riposte from Virat Kohli.
Well, it's masterful batting, isn't it?
Not upset with it. Placement, perfection.
You spoke a short while ago about the MCC coaching manual. Well, I think this is the extra cover drive.
Build up, good over. Beautiful deflection.
Nicely driven. Virat Kohli will pick up a boundary. Moves him into the 90s.
Oh, nicely worked away. That's timed beautifully. And he'll pick up 4 for it, will Virat Kohli.
The catches are all in front of Steve Smith. Looks like they've given up trying to find him in slips. And he's made them pay.
Or misfield, and Steve Smith will trot through. Will come back for 2, and another 50 for Steve Smith.
Just acknowledged to his teammates and obviously the crowd. Got out here to Gaddafi Stadium to see Test cricket again.
Back foot. And he can play all the shots. Look at that. Look at the timing in that. Superb.
It really is phenomenal. The time that he's got to play these. We've seen a front foot drive.
Oh, nicely worked away. That's timed beautifully.
The catches are all in front of Steve Smith. Looks like they've given up trying to find him in slips. He's made them pay.
What a catch. What an absolute beauty from Steve Smith. Talk about a natural reaction. Athletic fieldsman, sees it, reacts, gets hold of an absolute screamer.
We've seen some catches today. It hasn't been a batting paradise, but I'll tell you what, it's been a catching one. That is super. Absolutely super.
Scull, what's your weirdest job been over the duration? Because you would have had a few.
I've had a lot. The weirdest job, 1967.
Yes.
I was a trainee psychiatric nurse at a mental health facility in Sydney.
Wow.
After 2 weeks, my workmates admitted me.
I went from worker to patient. Just like that. Like that. We've got a different role for you today, Kerry.
They gave me a different uniform.
One a bit more like that, was it?
It was hard to bowl.
It was hard to bowl. What about you?
Hands around the wall for a little bit.
What about you, King? You've had some weird ones. You did the mattresses at one stage,
That's
didn't
very
you?
good stuff. Yes, I've had a few weird jobs, had a few good ones. I delivered beds for 40 Winks, which was pretty outstanding. Getting the water beds the wrong way around and all those sorts of things was great. I did signet rings at Patterson Jewellery, which was outstanding fun. I sat there at the old sewing machines, had a piece of, whether it be gold, silver, whatever, and I had a foot pedal. I had to hold it like that and go, and then move it, and wait for the buzzer every hour. How long?
Yours sounded better.
I tell you what, I should have gone to one of your facilities after doing that as well.
How long were you in that job?
About 12 months.
Again on the sweep. Is it going to go over his head? Oh, no way. No way. You cannot do that, Ben Stokes. That is remarkable. That is one of the greatest catches of all time. You cannot do that.
Or four. He's so strong. He's strong everywhere, really. But I often talk about his grip. With that grip, that ball there is right in his wheelhouse. Balance. And again, it's a little bit more unorthodox. Same result though.
He must be very frustrating to bowl to Steve Smith.
Oh, lovely placement. Really worked that into the gap, did Steve Smith. Lovely shot to bring up his 50. Back foot. Well, he can play all the shots. Look at that. Look at the timing in that. Superb.
It really is phenomenal. The time that he's got to play these. We've seen a front foot drive.
Oakes comes in, following a Bancroft. Oh, that ties him up. It's a little high, I think. It was a very, very enthusiastic appeal for a leg before, not given.
Straight away, Maxi into the gap on the offside over the short cover. And this is what Maxwell does. He just takes the game up a notch. Morris not happy. Oh, gets it fine, Maxwell. Well, there was a little under edge on it.
Good batting from Maxwell.
Again on the sweep. Is it going to go over his head? Oh, no way. No way. You cannot do that, Ben Stokes. That is remarkable.
Australia win in Hobart, they win the 5th test, and more importantly, they win this Ashes series 4-0.
That's a big win by Australia. Not the best shot by Ollie Robinson.
When you see an England side throwing in the towel, and that's what they've done in the last hour, they've just thrown the towel, and it's been a long tour, it's been difficult. The Australians too powerful, too strong.
Australia, at the end of the day, they've just played the better cricket. They've done the basics better, they've just played better cricket, and they were the better team.
Welcome to BCC after-match presentation of 2022 Ashes, and the news is coming from the centre that Australia won the 2022 Ashes, and I would like to call upon the captain of England on the stage. आपको कैसा लगा ये मैच खेलने के बाद? आप ये मैच बहुत बुरी तरीके से हार चुके हैं और आप बिल्कुल निहायती वाहियात खेले इस मैच के अंदर, तो आपको कैसा लगा ये मैच खेल के? हमारी दूसरी टीम थी ऑस्ट्रेलिया की।
मुझे गेम खेलने में तो मज़ा आया, लेकिन वो गेम बहुत आसान भी था क्योंकि वो मुझे आउट नहीं कर पाए थे।
अगर मैच आसान तो आउट अब हार कैसे गए? आप इतना बुरे तरीके से हारे, आप इतना पगला गए थे मैच की बीच में, आपने बॉल उड़ा दी 2 बार ग्राउंड पे, तो ऐसा कैसे हुआ?
अगर बॉल नहीं उड़ती तो मैं आउट भी नहीं होता, मेरे जीतने के चांसेस ज़्यादा होते।
लेकिन बॉल तो आप ही ने उड़ाई थी ना, फिर थोड़ी बॉल उड़ाई थी आप।
मुझे नहीं पता।
Washroom is that when you can grab out there. So now I would like to call upon the captain of Australia who won the 2022 Ashes. Welcome. After losing 4 tournaments against New Zealand, and yesterday's IPL also you lose from Hyderabad. So how your experience after losing 4 matches and winning at least one Ashes? of first one Ashes from, against England, the team which was very low end and not even worth playing the match.
Losing 4 World Cups in a row is far more devastating for our team. I hope that we will play better in the upcoming tournaments. And today's Ashes win is a turning point for our team, as this will boost our confidence. And I think next year cricket will play better than ever. Our performance, I assure you that our performance will far more better than this year's performance.